Hi guys, and welcome to Beer Bubbles, the bubbliest podcast in the world. This podcast is, however, a bit of an odd one, but in our mind it made perfect sense. Cici went to the Stockholm Sausage Festival and spoke to its General Erik Ellström, because what works better with beer than sausages, eh? This is what it was like. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beer Bubbles, the bubbliest podcast in the world. And I'm sitting at Korvfestivalen, the sausage festival in Stockholm with Erik, the founder, the general, the man, the myth, the legend.
Exactly. Nice to see you again, Cici. Love you to have you here at the Korvfestival, or as in English, the Swedish Sausage Festival, which foreign people tend to find really funny.
But you and me, we go way back since like
we do
Nackastrand and the Beer and Whiskey Festival.
I used to work at Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival. I think my first year was 2008, and now I'm running my own business. And one of my festivals is the Swedish Sausage Festival.
This is awesome.
Good to hear.
How did you end up doing this? Why sausages?
Basically, I love every different kind of food, so my company runs different kind of festivals. So we organize the cheese festival, the sausage festival, and also a natural wine fair. So food and drinks.
But this was the first one you did on your own, wasn't it?
Exactly. So when I ended at Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival, the previous owner of Korvfestivalen asked me to become the new product manager for this festival, and it ended up that we bought the whole festival.
Tell our listeners a bit about yourself and how you ended up in this business altogether.
Now, born and raised in Stockholm, and I ended up in the business since when I was graduated from university. I started to work at Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival together with Marianne, and did it for 10 years. So when I started, I think we had approximately 20,000 visitors, and when I ended, it was 40,000 visitors. And I think my first year was 2008, as I said. And back then it was maybe 20 Swedish breweries, and when I ended, it was 300.
It's awesome. And now we're up to 500 breweries in Sweden.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And you got some breweries here, because it's not just sausages. It's beer, it's rubs, it's mustard, of course.
Exactly.
With the sausage, I have to have mustard.
Sausage is like the main thing, of course, and then that everything that comes good together with sausage is here as well. Ketchup, mustard, and of course beer.
So what kind of brewers do you have here today? We should tip our hats to Stockholm Brewing. We just heard the other day that they are actually closing down because of high costs and stuff, which is, to me, really, really sad.
So sad to hear. And they were supposed to be here, but unfortunately they are not. So the background about the beer here today or during this festival is that Nils Oskar is the main partner. So they are. You can find the beer all around the festival. And then we have this room which Nils Oskar has invited a couple of friends that they would like to take place.
And this is Bryggarsalen, the Brewers Hall.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's really good up here. And today we have a little bit confused since Stockholm Brewery dropped off, but I think we have 5 breweries here now. So it's Jessica Heidrich.
Yeah, they were the ones who got the call day before yesterday.
Exactly. So they are stepping in instead of Stockholm Brewing. And then we have Potum Brewing, and then München
from Norrköping.
Exactly. And then we have München Bryggeri's own brewery, which is based down in the basement here. And let me see, what else do we have here?
On the furthest right, you have Nyköping.
Exactly. You are better informed than me.
Well, I've been walking around. You've been running around.
Sort of.
So what do you think? The turn-up is quite good.
It's very good.
On a Friday, especially on opening, this is maybe 2 hours into 1.5 hours into the festival, and it's crowded.
It's going to be completely crazy the whole weekend. We're totally sold out tomorrow, Saturday, and today it's almost sold out as well. So a really good day, and on Sunday it's free entrance for all kids. So that's like a family day, and everyone just walk around and have a lot of fun and a lot of good sausages and beer, of course.
So how has the festival grown? Because was it like this from the beginning, or is it?
It's growing from every year. So we have also started the festival in Gothenburg. So we have held it twice in Gothenburg. So basically you can find sausages from very, very small producers up to big Scan or Atria, and everything between.
And for you guys listening in, not in Sweden, Scan was the old government-owned cooperative for meat, basically. Yeah.
And if I have the correct information, I think Scan is, of every sausages that is sold in Sweden, they are behind 25% of the sausages.
Oh, that's crazy.
It is.
Since we are a podcast about beer, Nils Oskar, your main partner when it comes to beer, how come they ended up doing this with you?
We met each other for, I think it was 2 years ago, and Jan Scherman, who is the member of Korvakademin, as he used to say.
The Sausage Academy in Sweden.
And as Jan explains it, the most beautiful academy in Sweden. He had good connections at Nils Oskar, and we ended up in a meeting at their brewery. And one thing led to another, and here we are today. So they have been beer partners this is the second year.
Your own goals. What's the future for Korvfestivalen?
I think we have the size that we are now is quite good. It's approximately 50 exhibitors, and during the weekend we count around 7,000 visitors. We would like to stay in the city center at Münchenbryggeriet. It's a lovely venue, and the venue itself makes so much, how do you say in English? The feeling is so good here.
The ambiance, the
exactly.
feel. Yeah. And it's got tradition, because this is an old Swedish Stockholm brewery.
It is. It is.
One of the biggest ones in Sweden at its time as well. So, of course, there's going to be beer. And sausages go well with beer. So
yeah. It's a lovely combination.
You started the festival in 2018, or
the first sausage festival was held 2014.
But your
my first year was 2018. So this is my my fifth edition in Stockholm and twice in Gothenburg.
But it must have been, you didn't go, well, the COVID hit you guys as well.
Yeah.
How was that?
Of course, it was really, really bad. It was only economy, luckily, so it could have been worse. But 2 years was really, really bad. Actually, we could held the sausage festival. It was 2 days later. All the restrictions came.
Okay.
So if the restrictions would have came 1 month earlier, we would probably have gone bankruptcy.
Well, Erik, this is amazing. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love sausages. And I've walked around, tried some of the stuff, and especially some of the mustards, because I'm a big mustard buff.
Cool.
Amazing job. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you for coming here, and enjoy your stay. And everyone are very welcome next year. We will be back in March 2024.
And I think if you get a chance, do come, because it is fantastic. Lots of sausages, small producers, big producers, lots of condiments, and good beers.
And good beers, exactly.
Erik, thank you very much. But I'm going to ask you one more question before we go. And this is kind of a hard question. You are going to die today. You can have one more beer before you leave. And a sausage in your hand while you drink that beer. What beer is it going to be?
I would go for Nils Oskar God Lager.
Thank you very much, Erik. And thank you guys for listening. Have a great day. And whatever you do, drink better beer. And eat better sausage.
Right. Thank you, Cici.
Cheers. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Don't forget to join our Patreon for more material and giveaways, or just check out our webshop for cool merchandise. Thanks to our sponsors, the Bishop Arms, Elite Hotels, and Accurate. And whatever you do, guys, drink better beer.